Oh, geez, that was quick. And just like forgot to hit that button. All right. Just on pure principle alone, I got to do this over again. Go back to that. And then. Hey, there we go. I feel much better now. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Saturday. Yay!
Saturday. That's right.
It's Saturday, and we are here to have fun with you guys and answer some questions and whatever the spirit moves us to.
You're not live.
Just kidding. I'm totally live. I'm
just kidding.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey.
What's up, Jeff? How are you, buddy? Ta-da! Hey. Oh, here. Hey, all.
Hey.
Hope everyone's having a great day. Great weekend. We'll just go for the whole weekend. I was going for the day. He was going for the weekend. So I set my standards low. He went full crazy.
Sure.
I saw that Rock for Fosgate and, put out Dino get-together video. Must have been a lot of big people there. I mean, I was there.
Yeah,
I did see the Dino Get Down Rockford one.
You did?
Yeah. There's an ad on Rockford's thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think you could. I want you to be able to see it from space. I was like, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a chance.
Did we lock it?
No,
Probably.
you might want to go lock
All
it.
right, yes.
Put up the boards and shut the door too, because he's gonna walk in here and it's like, nope. Yep. Didn't lock it. Tired last week of classes just ended. I know, and I'm sorry I wasn't there. I really wanted to go. Yes. Sorry, I didn't know who that was. Yeah, Roadkill. I've seen the show. Right, there you go. Paul already gone? Fernando?
What?
I said, is Paul already gone?
No.
Oh, they just came here to say hi? Because the people, they just walked in.
No.
Because they were looking for the car stereo shop.
They're looking for the car stereo shop.
Yes. Moving has not been fun for us. We get a lot of people that walk into the here in hopes that this is the car stereo shop because they don't want to walk the extra 50 feet to the actual car stereo
I
shop.
blame us because we have a big sign in the top that says car stereo.
We also have a bigger sign 50 feet down that also says car stereo.
Yeah, but you're going to see the first one. It says only
I
car stereo.
gotta fix it because it's literally driving us all crazy.
Yes.
Puebla,
Mexico, what's up, man? ¿Cómo estás?
I mean, it was just gone with Buenos tardes, amigos.
Buenas tardes.
So, hey. All right. So, just want y'all to know, thank you to your channel and the assistance from Chris at Audison. Okay.
Oh, very nice.
As McNulty, as we like to call him.
Mm-hmm.
I make what I think was an awesome choice on an amp for my 2024 Honda Hybrid.
Very nice.
Accord. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you. And we thank McNulty for being McNulty. That's all I can say. He's a great guy.
Jeff is tired for a lot of classes he's been doing.
Well, Jeff is a superstar. Jeff just has to learn how to, put on his big boy pants and, stop whining, man. Stop whining.
Stop whining.
I had to teach people how to do stuff. Hey, guys, it's the show, which means we want to talk about our first.
You don't even have it.
This portion of the show is brought to you by the fine folks at focal-america.com. Just so you know, fast approaching is the holidays, in case you weren't aware of this. And we want to get all our family, friends, and people and loved ones speakers for their cars. And sometimes we just, we might not be thinking, I don't want to spend that much on these people. Well, hey, you could still get them a high-quality Focal product, such as the Auditor line. That's right. The Auditor comes equipped with just about every size you could possibly want, from the smallest 4 to the biggest 6x9 and every size in between. And you get that one-of-a-kind Focal sound in every speaker you buy. So you can head over to focal-america.com where you can find a full list of the Auditors, as well as if you really love them. If you really love them, you might want to check out the Flax, which is those are the Tesla's Flax speakers, but you can get your Flax speakers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dude, for a little bit, I thought that was a full package for one car.
That would technically be
right?
like a Tesla, because the Tesla has like 200 speakers and they all, it's like 200 speakers and they all sound bad. It's what it is. So And for those of you that caught the news the other day and were concerned that Fernando and I might have been fighting for real during the
we
news,
punch our faces.
We work together 6 days a week and travel all over the world.
Dude, we spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, we know our limitations, and we were just having fun for the benefit of the show.
It's always fun.
So
we never.
Yeah, it's fun. We do it for your benefit because we want people to feel like the hard hitting.
Well, yeah.
Yep. But anyways.
Good afternoon, Ken.
We hope you guys have had a great week. That's it. That's the show. Oh no, sorry. There you go. What do you got?
What kind of radio single DIN do you recommend for really nice sound quality?
So this is an interesting thing. So, it's a single DIN.
Single DIN.
I'm gonna give you 3 choices, 2 of which don't make any sense.
So, tres opciones. Okay.
So first is just pick up the Marine, Kenwood, or JVC. Okay.
Okay, Kenwood.
Kenwood or JVC. JVC I prefer because JVC has a black and more colors and it looks better. But the reason why I say Marine is it has the better display.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
but now
that.
Remember, we care about audio. Like
there again, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there. It's still a great sounding unit. It has 5 volts of preamp output. It's a single DIN. You're not going to get too crazy. So if you can find one, you could look for the Sony GS9.
Sony GS9, yes, for sure. 100.
Okay, so that's now. This is one you're not expecting. So believe it or not, I just found this out this week. Tres. Nakamichi makes a single DIN radio with a Toshlink output.
No.
Yes.
Really?
For sure. Talking with Canada Steve this week because they're the knock reps for Canada.
Wow.
He's building his Jeep. Remember we talked about his Jeep for hours and hours and hours?
Yeah.
He was searching on, because he needs a single DIN. And he was searching. He found out that Knock makes
a single DIN
with Toshlink out.
Wow.
And I was like, you're kidding. He goes, no. And he goes, it gets even better. We had one in stock because they had just sent it to him for them to evaluate to see if it's something they could sell.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. He goes, yeah, I'm going to do Toshlink out of my Knock radio into, because he's doing a Memphis build because they're also Memphis, Canada.
Yeah.
So he's going to do, in his Jeep, he's going to do that. I go, I mean, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I would do that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. GS9, Sony, Kenwood, and I will find out about the Nakamichi. Not about.
Dude, that fight was so real. I tell you what, I slept so good during that fight.
Okay, that's a clip of Mike in this position. The camera is behind Mike.
Yeah.
And he's just doing this. Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is with his guard down.
Yeah.
So he's like literally he can just punch him and just like knock him out. And he just did this and went back. I'm like,
listen.
Hey man, I take the 20 million.
I take the 20 million.
It's okay.
I take the 20 million.
Knock me out. It's okay.
Oh, and Jeff threw in this one.
There you go.
Yeah, it's 990.
Víctor.
Jeff that's number 4.
Sí, Alpine.
I still think the Knock with the Tosh.
There you go. Ya tienes opciones o cualquiera de los cuatro.
Do you recommend the Zabco 2001 or the Moscone 2.3 for 2 stereo integrity 12 Civic Hatch SQ build with Helix P6 Ultra DSP? I appreciate you both, and your advice is always appreciated. Okay, so the 230 is a class AB, and like Helix has the C1, which is also a class AB. The Zabco 2001 is probably a class D. Mm-hmm. You really class D on subs is fine. Okay. If you want to go Moscone, I would check out the Pro 110. I think that would be better than the 230 because the Pro 110 is the sub amp. They need to make a Pro 210 Pro 130. They need to make a Pro 130. They need to make a Pro 130.
Whoa.
Because that would be like 2,000 watts. They don't make that. That doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
But I would do the class D on the sub. You don't need AB for sub. That just seems ridiculous. So there's my take on that. Thanks again for the harness swap. Oh, this was a guy. This was a guy. Yeah.
You will.
Don't worry. That's actually going to be the thing we're going to talk about tonight. So I'm glad I could help. In my 20s, I subscribed to almost every car and truck magazine, plus Popular Mechanics and Popular Science. Those were good magazines. But I don't like to read a lot at once. Chrome and Flames was the craziest European magazine.
Chrome Flames?
Yeah. It's funny. I subscribed to Car Audio Magazine, and when that died, I subscribed to the other one. And then I figured out that if I just go to the store and buy them, I will read them. But if they're mailed to me, I won't. Mm-hmm. So then I canceled all my subscription. I would just buy magazines as I needed them. I don't know what it was. And even
the only subscription that I had, that was the Lowrider magazine.
The problem is I can't, it's too much content too quick. Like a magazine was so inconvenient.
Why?
I don't know. Because you don't always have it with you. Like now you have free time. You just, it's like, the article, way more information.
So what you're saying, you don't have a chair in the middle of the living room that you just sit down and coffee table?
No, I would sit on the couch. I mean, I used to read books, but I used to read when I was walking on the treadmill. But now because I
Can
get
you
up
do
early.
that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It was easy. I mean, you have a hard time running, so.
Yeah. Okay.
I was soldering outside till 4 a.m. here in Orlando, and once the heat shrink developed some condensation at 46 degrees, I figured it was time to stop. Yeah, it's called the dew
4
point.
a.m.
Yeah,
bro.
It's just. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it happens. What speaker three-way component would be your go-to for metal listeners that can get loud but stay composed and detailed? I mean, pretty much all the expensive speakers are going to do that. But I will tell you what we've used in the past. So what we found is that Focal is almost too metal for metal people.
Never too much.
So what we've often used is the Milli Pros. So Hertz Milli Pros were very popular.
Milli Pros?
Yeah, we did the Milli Pros, not the Legends, the Pros.
Yeah.
And then we'd also do the Focal Hybrids.
There you go. Yeah.
So after hearing the Focal Hybrids and doing a couple of those, we kind of have weaned ourselves of the Milli Pros and just do the hybrids. But there again, I want to give you the option. It's more of an inventory thing, not one was better than the other. It's like, I don't need 6 pairs of, $1,000 speakers, because that's a lot of money. So that's that. That's that. What's up, Mary Lou?
Hey, what's up?
Not too late today. I mean, it depends.
Although
I want to thank, we had today worked out really well. So we had a customer stop by, referred to us from Crutchfield.
Yes.
Which was fantastic. So he bought some speakers from them, and he decided he wanted to go a little crazy, and it's an F-150. So whoever he talked to on the phone goes, here, watch these guys' videos and give you an idea of what you can do in your truck. And so he was watching the video. He goes, oh my gosh, these guys are literally down the street from me. So, boom, there you go. So
thank you for that, Mary Lou.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a bunch of stuff in this truck now, because he was like, this is way outside my realm of capabilities. I said, no problem. We can take care of that.
That's right.
Read that one for me, please.
All right.
Prep us for the next.
Will there be any noticeable? Yes, that's what I say. Benefit of adding a standalone DSP unit to a three-way system with a passive crossover compared to the juice using the DSP setting in my Alpine Halo 9.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
That is good. Okay, this one's gonna take a minute, Phil. So everyone, let's pack this one in.
All right.
So we got to be close. We got to be close on this one, because it's almost time to flip.
Yes.
Should we flip first and then come
let's
back
flip
and answer that?
Yeah.
All right. So Phil, don't go anywhere. This question is fantastic, but I want to pay the bills real quick.
He left. He's gone.
Oh, damn it. Okay. So let me shut this off. Let me come here. Hey guys, we do this little thing where thinkwarestore.com is a big sponsor of the show. And, of course, you can send in. You want a gift card for $20? Submit your footage.
Yes.
Right? So here's what we're going to submit. Look at this. Watch. Are you watching? Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
Let's get our reaction to this.
This is it.
And here it comes. Oh, we all know. We all been there. Ooh. Oh, go, Haley, go. Haley's like, tell me you don't have the speakers on. No, because she was yelling.
I would have been like.
She was yelling. Oh, yeah. She was upset. Anyways, we just installed the 2000, right?
Yeah.
2000,
yeah.
And Haley's car weeks before, like literally a week before, and we got that. So if you have a loved one and you want to make sure, especially a young driver, because they all think, and Haley's
no, it doesn't matter.
Anybody.
Anyway. Anybody needs right now a dash cam.
Pull up the banner.
Yes.
Thinkwarestore.com.
Thinkwarestores.com.
I like how you say tink.
Think.
Tinkware. It's think.
Think.
Like ink with a TH.
Like think.
Pull up the thing.
Think.
Yeah, think.
That's what I say.
You say tink. You
say
thinkwarestore.com. Anyways, pull up the question. Think. Yeah.
Thankless.
And I also hold on. I want to give a big shout out to Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for answering some questions in the chat, live chat, as well as in the other chat, or in the comments. Yeah, thank you for because I don't always get a chance to answer those, and you gave a spectacular answer the other day.
Phil came back.
Phil is back. Okay. All right. So let me read this again. Would there be any noticeable difference or benefit adding a standalone DSP unit to a three-way system with passive crossovers compared to just using the DSP settings in my Halo 9? All right, let's break this down. A Halo 9 has a 13-band EQ. It has time alignment for a left channel and a right channel. So it has basically 5 channels of time alignment, front, left, right, sub. The Halo 9 may have front EQ and rear EQ because some of the Alpines do have that, which is nice. But what can we get out of adding a DSP? Now, a lot of you guys are like, well, you got to go DSP, you got to DSP, but he's not active, he's passive. And passive is really what we're looking at here, because with a passive three-way set, we're going to have a 6.5 low on the door, 3.5 on the top of the dash with a tweeter, or 2.5, whatever. And so we don't really get the benefit of going active and time aligning each speakers. So what are the differences? So we're going to get 30 bands of equalization now as opposed to 13, and we're going to get independent left and right. That's a big deal because that gives you the ability, with having a three-way set or a two-way set, it really doesn't matter, to really dig deep into the equalization of them. Because with a radio, especially with a three-way set, we don't have a lot of adjustment. Okay, it's a global adjustment. Okay, so by going with that, will I get a noticeable difference? If you're good with a DSP, you will get a noticeable difference. Okay, because you're going to have way more bands of equalization, left and right, to adjust that. Yeah. Now, I get what you're saying. Should I spend the $1,000 and get a DSP? And the reality is, I don't know. To me, I think the money would be better spent in buying an 8-channel DSP amplifier as opposed to buying, I think I would save the money and go for a DSP amplifier, even if, regardless of whatever amps you have. Yeah. Because getting an 8-channel DSP amplifier, like a Blackbird, like some form of a Helix, like an Audison, like a Moscone, you're going to end up in a better place than just buying a standalone DSP. So yes, you will notice a difference. You will have way more adjustment, but I wouldn't waste the money on that. I would waste the money on getting a DSP amplifier so that we could get rid of the passives and go active. I think that makes way more sense. Now, however long that might take is totally worth the wait, because that's where you'll notice the most difference, because you'll be able to now level match both left and right, all 3 speakers individually. You'll be able to level match between the tweeter to the mid-range instead of using the passive crossover selections, which some of them only have like a little jumper for attenuation on the tweeter. There again, with 30 bands of equalization, you can really level control certain frequencies, but it's just not as good as having a fully active system. So I think the goal, Phil, if in my world, would be just save up and get the full Monty, man. So there you go.
There you go.
All right. How much power amp would you recommend for the 6903s running active for each component? The most popular combination we do for that is the 802.5 or the 901.5 Kenwood, which is anywhere between 50 to, I'm going to say, 90 watts per channel. So anything between 50 to 90 watts per channel would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the easy one. I like easy. Easy's good. So, hey, do you think the forthcoming Morel Census might be worth the wait? I mean, as a Morel fanboy, as a noted Morel fanboy, any opportunity to own a set of Morels is worth the wait. Now, if we're just trading Morels for Morels, or if we're thinking, should we go Virtus versus Census? I haven't heard the Census yet, and I've heard plenty of Virtus. And I've heard the hybrids, which is the basket that this is, built off of. And me personally, I feel the Census might be worth the wait. That's just me. I know they're starting to ship. There are some in the country already. Hopefully we'll get ours in a couple weeks. I just need to call and remind them. So there you go. I took a 12-volt round trip this morning on the tube. DNF talking, Todd Ramsey, lead to audio control, 2-hour knowledge share from 4 years ago. There you go. Todd's talk, 2 versus 3-way, and link to Dean Caffrey's website and YouTube search took me to his premiere. Oh, nice. Small world, starting with DNF and spanning 4 years back. I mean, I don't know Kevin Bacon, but I mean,
Matt Schaefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Matt Schaefer. Matty, as we call him.
That's Matty.
Just Matty.
Mm-hmm.
Matty, the. Oh, that's funny. You got Tulsa King.
Tulsa King.
Tulsa King slides to Tulsa. Matty should be the Tesla King.
Oh, okay. Slow down.
I think that would be funny. I think that's great. Past Meg time was special. Yeah, but Past Meg, when it first started, it was like it started right at that tweak tune time, and so everyone that was that crossover period. I don't know. At least that's when I found it. We all wanted car audio.
Yeah,
we were just searching, and that they were like throwing us breadcrumbs. It wasn't that exciting. The amp I went with is the Audison Forza M511. So that's 5 channels of power, 11 channels of DSP. I'm going with the Memphis M Series 6.5 convertibles in the front. So that means it can be either coaxial or a component. Doors and tweeters in the A-pillar, doing same speakers in the rear deck, all 4 ohm.
All 4 ohm.
Yeah, that should be good. Going to do 212s, 2 ohm. Got any recommendation on subs? I'm undecided on it, looking at going Sony G series or Hertz C series. I listen to 70s and 80s soft rock mainly. So I've said it a million. These are both good choices for woofers, okay? Got no problems with either one of these. The Sony G series, that's GS series, is nice. The new the new Hertz C series. I don't think I've heard those. I don't even know if I've seen them, but I haven't. But anyways, when it comes to my personal choice for subwoofers, there's a lot to choose from. I tend not to spend a lot of time on this when discussing this with a customer, mainly because most people have a lot of preconceived notions when it comes to subs. Like, oh man, I want this sub, because it's like, okay, cool. If they're good, because I always find that when you recommend something that in your head is going to be better for them, for some reason in their head it will never meet up to X. If there's anything where they're just like it's slightly off by, oh, I should have done the other one, man. This is not. And it's like, okay, cool. So I tend to not spend a lot of time discussing subwoofers other than you need bass. If you have preconceived notions, then I will appease your preconceived notions.
I what?
Appease them, make you happy.
Them.
I will let that transpire. But if I'm given the opportunity to sell what I want, there again, I'm a big fan of Rockford Punch series woofers. I think for the money, they deliver the bass that I like, which is big, fat, and boomy, which kind of bodes well for rock music. So I look at the P2. We do a lot of P2s because they work. They're semi-normal sized, and they don't need a boatload of power to happen. So, but there again, you wanted my recommendation. I'm not talking you out of either one of the other two. I'm just saying this is the subwoofer I would consider. Mm-hmm. So, Gate. I like Ada. What's up? You're doing great today. I like. Hold on, this one right here. I like Ada. Bass is kind of weird to talk about. Yeah, it is, because people always have this like. Anyways,
all right. Let's talk about bass. I have this one.
Sitting right there. 830, 430. Okay, moving on.
All right. Let's talk about bass.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the things that make. Okay.
Great channel.
Fine. Wow.
Thank you.
Woo. Okay. Blah.
Thank you. Find you guys recently.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Question. Got some Blam Live 8-inch woofers.
Nice.
I won in my 2022 Tundra 2-door.
Doors.
Yeah.
Tundra,
I also won some plates
in the front
for the pair of 50mm speakers in the dash. It's like a ballpark.
How's no sound?
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Both says ship to Washington.
So you said 8-inch woofers.
Yes.
So
I
mean they're not made to go in the door.
So he already got the 8-inch Blam.
Yeah. But if it's a mid bass,
yes,
then that's fine. If it's a woofer, then
I think the 8-inch Blam, it's a mid bass.
Okay.
Yes. And he's looking for plates.
Yeah,
like brackets.
We don't have those.
Yeah,
I don't have a set of those.
Melissa is like you can look to Sounds Good maybe, or you can contact Ada.
Yeah,
they might.
We don't get into the plate stuff.
Yeah,
it's time consuming, and we don't have a lot of extra time for that kind of stuff. But yeah, we don't really make plates.
Adam makes anything.
Adam will make anything. He's got 6 guys, so he can do whatever he wants. What?
I'm looking at the mats 1000.1. Any thoughts between the M series and the LS? I don't know. Build quality, sound quality, almost concerned about assuming they are both easily make power. I mean, we don't.
Didn't we have the M mats? We did it. Didn't we do the 1001?
We did.
That's sitting right over there.
I think. I don't know.
It's right there.
Okay.
I mean, it did power.
It did power.
It was small.
Yeah,
it did power.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guys right here in Florida. I mean, but no, we dynoed one of them not too long ago,
and it was great.
Yeah, it did what it was supposed to.
Any other recommendation on amplifier at 1 ohm, 1K?
Watts.
Yeah.
Just go with the mats. At that point, just do the mats. I mean,
yeah.
You can say it, Ada. That's all good. I mean,
yeah. Okay. So, what other amplifier that makes 1 ohm?
I don't really spend
a lot of time on that.
It's not the new
Warhorse? Well,
yeah, but that's 2,000 watts. I mean, that's not. They don't make a 500. It's 2,200 watts, bro. That's not.
What other makes 1 ohm? It's not like the Pro.
You can do a Rockford Power Series.
Rockford Power Series
all day long. Do a T1001.
Yeah.
You know, if you want the OG of power.
Yeah.
Do a Power Series T1001.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's bulletproof.
Yeah.
You know, you can do the micro one. You can do the M1.
Yeah.
You can do the M1. Or M5001,
which
is like this big. That's 1,000 watts. That's what they put in the Jeeps.
Yes.
No, that's an 800.1, isn't it?
No, 800.4,
800.1.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rockford.
Yeah, the M series.
M5 1001. Yeah. T1001. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, there you go. Diamore E1001. Yeah, but we're trying to do something a little better here. 8-inch subs. Oh no, see, he's thinking 8-inch subs like Rangel with the Audio Frog 8-inch slims in the doors. Yes, that was crazy what Ricardo did.
Well, he actually put subwoofer.
Yeah, but no one ever really got to hear it though. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know.
I've never seen that done well. I've never seen that done well.
Okay.
It always ends up crappy because you can't get the right airspace. You can't make it. One of them's dumb. I could see him like saying that with his hands in his hoodie, kicking a rock as he's walking down the street. One of them's dumb. Kick the rock and walk away.
You guys are trash.
You guys are trash. I'm taking my toys and going home. Screw you guys.
I like it.
You guys are jerks. When wiring the Sony AX
7000
to 2 ohm.
To power.
Yeah, in the rear channels, how much power is getting to the sub? I mean, if you'd like to know, there's a simple mathematical equation you could do. I mean, but if you're talking about the AX 7000 is that one with the big power in it, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I okay, so if it's deck power, if it's the one with the deck power with the sub amp on it, you wire up to them and get some power. We've heard it. We heard it before. We've never done it. That's not anything I'm going to do. Realistically, it's probably like 100 watts. But play a 40 hertz test tone and measure the output voltage. See what it's doing. You know, I mean, if you're just trying to power like a sub, one tiny sub, it'll probably do a good job.
Of course.
Should I upgrade my Kenwood DDX 376 Bluetooth, the Exelon 9907 XR before I add a Beacon to my system? Yeah. The 376 is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, reality is you need a 958 is fine. I mean, I would just do that, but the 376 is just an entry level radio, so I would move on. I think some of the low end subs like the JLW3 are best for almost anything. Oh, I would agree. That's why I like the Rockford P2, because the Rockford P2 just works. It just works and plays bass. You know, like a Comp R.
P2?
Comp R, yeah, P2, Rockford P2 just works, plays bass. Comp R just works,
like
plays
T1.
bass. That's not what we're talking about.
I know, but they don't.
Yeah, yes.
I mean,
like Melissa, I didn't realize how much Ad and I have the same thoughts. I would never admit to that. What's up, Mike? Boston Mike in the house. I like when customers are on the phone and ask me to listen to their bass. Just sounds like distortion air. Oh, dude, could you imagine Mike listening to that? Could you imagine that conversation with oh my God, that would be funny as hell. What am I listening to? This is like the dumbest. I like the guy that does it with the door, where he's the little door stopper. Oh, that guy, that is the funniest video ever.
That was funny.
Oh, that was like, the best. Yeah. Yeah, that was the funniest video ever.
I like it.
Doubt. I'm going to switch over here. Maximo says, what's up, guys? By any chance, do your shop have subwoofer boxes for 2025 Toyota Tundra hybrids? Taco Tunes don't have any hybrids yet.
Ooh, I don't know. It's a 2025.
Yeah. So the where do we? I don't think so. I'm trying to think of who the company is that we use. Subthump. Is it Subthump? Try it. Look up Subthump boxes. Because we use a lot of those. We use a lot of obviously Fox boxes, foxacoustics.com.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's one and somebody knows, they'll let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
With a 2020 Tacoma using stock amp, would add a Rockford shallow mount sub in place of the stock, make it louder with bass? No, it wouldn't. Anytime you do any one of those where you're putting in, like you're pulling out a factory sub, the only time you ever replace the factory sub is if it's dry rotted or broken. That's it. You're never going to get more bass out of that box. Most of the cases, you're going to get less bass out of the box. they're all in one. They're made to work themselves. And when you buy an aftermarket sub and try to put it in there, it's just not really well. Now JBL does make some factory options, like they make this 8-inch that you can spin to get it to fit properly inside of there. But they're really made not more as an upgrade, more as a replacement for the factory. You're never going to get much more than factory out of the factory box. It just that's all they're going to do. They're too small.
All right, let's change the.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm going to pull up. Which one is this? Oh, pull your thing down. Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah,
man. Come on, take it down. It's taking too long. That's not the one I wanted. I'm just going to pull this one. Hey, guys, real quick. This next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Arc Audio. So check this out. When you buy your cool Blackbird, like this guy here, and you decide, you know what, I want to install this in my car. What comes in the boxes are these two harnesses right here. This one has RCAs on it. This is your high-level harness. Now, the main difference, obviously, between these two is the fact that this has RCA ends on it and this one does not. Now, one of the things I hate is having this right here. This is tough because you got to bend it or something, and when you get it, it takes up a lot of room. So, what I propose you do instead is take the high-level plug. Now you can solder on ends like speed wire, okay, for example, and you can run this all the way up to whatever you need to do, whether it be a Amp Pro, whether it be an aftermarket radio. And then if you need to solder on some RCAs, for one, there's a bunch of solderless RCAs you can get, or Stinger makes this guy right here, which is the X12 line, which is just a really cool, and I think Kicker makes these, Rockford makes these, Memphis makes these, everybody makes these. We have just an RCA end right there and a wire that you can easily solder on to here. So however long you need to make these, and then you simply plug in, and then you don't have a bundle of RCAs somewhere that's going to get crushed, stepped on, or just have a terrible time. So that's just more of a tech tip, but it'll work. So when you're getting ready to install your Blackbird and you're thinking, oh man, I got to run a 6-channel RCA. Hey, if you got the room and you want to do it, go for it. Otherwise, solder on a nice piece of wire, the length of it that you need, cut it to size, especially if you're doing like an Amp Pro in the back. You never get the right RCA sizes. It always sucks. This allows you to make the RCA any size you want. Okay, and that's all we got for that. Find out more about the Blackbird over at arcaudio.com, as well as all the other cool things. Ooh, and by the way, we will have announcements soon, like month away, half month away, soon. Probably next, first of the year. Ooh.
Good evening, guys.
Hope your Saturday is going great. It's going.
It is going.
It's going, I have an Arc Blackbird. Can you run 4-ohm tweeters and mid-range and go with 2-ohm 6.5s, or do you have? No, you can do that all day long. Yep, you can do that, and it'll work fantastic. That would be like a set of K2s, because the K2 is it's a 2-ohm mid-bass, mid-bass and 4-ohm mid-range and tweeter. I think the tweeter might be 3-ohm. Either way, some tweeters are 3-ohm, some are 6-ohms. But yes, you can stagger that. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah?
That's the other one.
Oh, found the podcast great stuff for a long ride. Well, it's only a half hour. You can't be going that far. How do you disconnect was cool. I disconnected by fiddling with car audio and Brian's
stories.
Yeah. No, great stuff. Great stuff. No, yeah. I'm glad you like it. It's always fun. There he is, Brad. Should we hug? Good evening, Brad. You guys rock as always. Thank you for the tips and answering even the dumb questions. There are no dumb questions.
No, thank you for watching.
Half-witted answers, and sometimes we have to really think these things through.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah, looking at a DSP manual, and it says 6-volt peak to peak on input signal. Would that convert to 2.3 volt output from the radio?
Look into the DSP manual. It says.
Okay, so this is where you made your first mistake. You looked into the DSP manual. So the signal input at 6 volts might be referring to the high level input, not the low level input. So in most manuals, they have a high level input and a low level input, or they just give you an input that says from X volts to Y volts. And that's covering both high level and low level. So it doesn't really, as long as your voltage is in between 0 and whatever they're telling you, or whatever their minimum is, there's usually a minimum and a maximum, you're going to set your gains accordingly to match up with that volume. Very rarely do people look at the output voltage of, let's say, a source unit or something like that. The only time you really get concerned is if you're looking at an amplified output. So, like, for example, in some BMWs, they have 22 volts, 24 volts of output. And if you just ran that into a standard high-level input, well, you'd catch it on fire. So that's where a lot of that concern is, more not necessarily coming out of a preamp section of a radio. So,
yeah,
that's just with the JBL 2020 Tacoma using stock amp would. Okay, we answered that.
Yeah,
you already put that one up.
Sorry.
Okay, hi guys. I have to change the stock radio in a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee with premium sound system. Any tips? It has the factory amplifier. Is that the one that has the factory amplifier underneath the back seat?
2004?
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to remember. So Metra makes a bypass harness for this. I would suggest buying the Metra bypass harness. If you're not going to be retaining the factory amplifier, if you are going to be retaining the factory amplifier, good, don't worry about it.
Oh
but
my God, look at that!
If you want to bypass it, Metra has it. Sorry, 60,
That's
70,
Melissa.
60. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Melissa's on point.
And it's worth the money. It's totally worth the money. Otherwise, it's just a big pain in the butt.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hi, just spent $1,200 on a custom amp and battery tray install for my SMD 2K amp. Really loving how it turned out. Thanks, Dean and Fernando, for all the advice and guidance. My shop watches you guys. Well, that is awesome. Thanks, Sean. And hey, listen, when you get it done, make sure you post pictures.
Yeah.
Because I want to see it.
Yeah. Of course.
What is it? He posted a picture today. Somebody did a system. Steve posted some pictures today or yesterday
with his amplifiers.
Yeah, he was all excited.
Yeah.
I want to see him in the wild. I want to start seeing some of these in the wild. Yeah. Start seeing what somebody's doing with the, with all the RGB.
There's some pictures on the Clean Wire Club too with the.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to look for those.
Yeah.
No, I also watched the DS18 video where they said somebody stole the amp at SEMA.
What?
So, it was a fake video.
Oh, okay.
So they made a fake video where they pretended somebody stole the big amplifier, and then Steve walks up with the amplifier.
Oh.
And I was like, this is so cheesy.
Yeah, because that's his amplifier.
It was so cheesy.
I'm robbing myself.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. There we go. Does the A1501 mounting hole footprint line up with the LC? No, because two totally different things. Yeah, there's no similarities at all. And I'm looking at the A.
Different amplifiers.
Yeah, different things. They do not line up. Yeah. Amp Pro plug and play. Yep. Who has aftermarket head unit for my 2021 Silverado non-Bose? Everybody. How much to install an Amp Pro in a 2018 Sierra with Bose, including the Amp Pro itself? Just an approximate price is good. Keith, I would love to answer that, but I actually have no idea what stuff actually costs. That's not our role in the 5-star world.
Not in this. No.
So how it transpires is that we have Paul for the pricing portion of it. We don't really get involved in that. So we'll talk to you. We'll design your system, and we'll pitch you on it. And, we have an idea, but honestly, as far as like what that stuff costs.
But what you can do, it's call the store.
Yes, you can.
and get a quote.
727-216-6170. And you can ask Paul, or you can email him, and we might be the ones that get back to you. But as far as pricing and stuff that's why we never talk about pricing, because it's not our thing. And
I feel an email with the description that you're trying to do, what you have and everything.
Plus, I just hate pricing being a factor in anything, because
it's the best.
I like,
how much? It's too much.
Yeah, I don't want to know. It's not.
I want to
know.
Yeah. What do you have?
No, I was just looking. I was trying to think. I don't have a 1500.1. So, or something that built is what was. No, I don't think we have anything. No, we have a 1300, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have the 5-channel, don't we? The LC 1300.
The first one.
Yeah, we have one of those, right?
I think so.
I was trying to figure out. I think the holes on the A50 are bigger. They're wider. Who has the aftermarket head unit for my 2021 Silverado non-Bose? So if you want something that looks really slick, you could go with the Stinger High 10 or Horizon 10. They make a whole kit that like fits in there, looks really sexy, gives you a 10.1 inch screen, looks really
beautiful.
Nice. StingerOffroad.com is the place to find that. Otherwise, both Metra and PAC make all the pieces that allow you to put any radio you want in that car. So just for that's, you can go look at this. Those are their websites. And you can find that stuff out. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for a heads up. I'll check with Paul. There you go.
Yeah, man.
You can email him. You could also email him at if you spell it all out, 5starcarstereo@gmail.com. He usually gets back in a timely-ish manner. But all right, so we got one more sponsor we have to throw out there. We'd like to thank Arc Audio, of course, for being a premier sponsor of the Car Stereo Talk.
Why do you make that vote?
I don't know. I'm prepping. we have to film we have to do podcasts tonight. So
tonight.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, I have to stay up to like 11:30 to start the podcast because he's on the West Coast. And so, we have to be nice to Brian. We can't make him start early. So we have to wait until he's comfortable. It's 7:00 his time. He's got
7:00
his day all taken care of, and then he's ready to relax. And then I gotta stay up and wait for him.
Did he actually just like sit down?
Oh yeah! Oh god, he's so well. His chair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's
like right there. Yeah. Like,
so this portion of the show is brought to you by the fine folks at Audio Control. This right here, this is the big boy. This is the 1100.5. I feel like this is probably going to be one of the best-selling amplifiers next year. As a 5-channel.
One of the best.
Yeah, I think they're going to sell just a mint of these. Okay. Well, think about it. It's reasonably priced. It's got a ton of power. It's a 5-channel amp. It's got a decent, decent settings, decent amount of settings that anyone could be wanting.
Knobs.
It's an audio control. It's got knobs. This one, you can see the fingerprints. These are all Gary Bell's fingerprints from him touching it because this was his. He sent it to us. So yeah, I think this is going to be it. Now, for those of you that are going, well, okay, well, give me more information on it because if it's supposed to be so awesome.
Yeah.
Here we go. I got it right here.
Yeah.
It's 90 watts by 4 at 4 ohms, 400 by 1 at 4 ohms. Pardon me, 125 by 4 at 2 ohms and 600 by 1 at 2 ohms. So really, most people are going to run this 90 by 4 and 600 by 1. So I'll be curious to dyno this to see if we can get close to 100 watts on it. Because I feel like 100 by 4 and 600 by 1. But they're also saying this might put out more than 600 watts. So anyways, check them out at audiocontrol.com. Boom.
Yes.
So, hold on. What is this? Is there a standard metric bolt the industry uses to mount amplifiers? No, there isn't. No. I like to use M4s or M5s. Like we were organizing our nut drawer. And we use a ton of M4s and M5s. We have like almost every size now. It's ridiculous. And different heads and stuff like that. But I find those two sizes to be the most popular in what we use. M5 is too big for the holes. So it's usually M4, M5. in our world, anyways.
Yeah.
I love it. I really love the American car audio community. Okay. Do you all ever give a free install for Christmas? No.
Nothing.
There again, it's not our side of the business to do that on, and we don't have enough free time to do it. So, because you got to figure most of our installs, like for a full system, take a day and a half, 2 days. So that's
It's a lot.
That's a lot. We're not off that amount of time. Like we have 1 day off a week. So, and if I spent that doing installs, I wouldn't be married because it's barely hanging on by a thread now. So, working as much as we do. So, quarter 20s suck. The quarter 20s are huge, by the way. That's a quarter 20. A quarter 20 is a big screw. That's like it's a quarter of an inch. It's huge. You're not putting an amp in with a quarter 20.
No. I mean, which one has I mean, I seen them.
We have a whole bin full of them.
No, but I seen some amplifiers.
With a quarter 20?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No, because a quarter 20 is the same size as a tripod mount. That's why we have.
Yes. Yes, it's like what we use for the
tripod.
For the tripods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a big screw. I don't know where I put them. It doesn't say quarter 20 on it.
Exactly, Fang is true. Dean can even get his install. That's exactly right.
Yeah, screw quarter 20s. They're terrible. Oh, we use the bolt things to cars. We use an M6.
M6?
So when we're bolting things to cars, we use an M6 or an M5.
Yeah,
M6. There you go. M6.
That's true.
Yeah.
We can't even get nothing on the cars.
You guys are mean.
6 millimeters.
Yeah, M6. Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to. Here you go.
Okay. I have a Stinger MT1005, says 11 volts of input. Will my factory head unit non-JBL bass 2015 Highlander be under that through high level? Okay, great question, Edwin. Yes, the answer is yes. However, you can test for that, and I'm going to tell you how. So the easiest way to test for that is with a digital multimeter. You're going to want to set it to AC voltage. AC voltage is the line with the dash, or no, it's the swoosh.
The wiggly.
It's the wiggly on top. So it's a straight line with a swiggly on it. That's oscillating. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your phone, plug it into your radio, download a tone generator app, or you can go to some websites, like you can go to Kicker's website, and they have like 50 hertz test tones and test tones like that. But play. Usually what you want to play is, let's say, a 40 or 50 hertz test tone or 1,000 hertz test tone, or go up to a 2,000, possibly a 4,000 hertz test tone. Play a couple test tones. And while you're doing that, crank your volume up. I would make sure the speakers were disconnected. This is when you want to do is when you're disconnecting your speakers.
Mm-hmm.
The sub one is okay to do with the speakers hooked up. If you go, put it on min-max, turn it up real quick and turn it down. But the mids and highs, you really don't want to play test tones with those. Like the high frequency, like the 1,000, the 4,000, stuff like that, because that would suck. You could blow your speakers or melt your crossovers. Anyways, you set it to min-max, set it to max, crank it up, and then you'll see a number appear on the digital multimeter, and that will tell you how much output voltage you have. You're going to be somewhere between 6 and I'd say high would be 8 volts. I don't even think you're going to have that. 6 volts is probably somewhere, but between 6 and 8 volts is where you're going to be. 11 volts is actually a pretty good input voltage. A lot of them are 10 volts.
Yeah.
Some of the newer ones are starting to move up to 11, and of course they're doubling that, 20 volts and stuff like that. 40 volts, like some of the Kicker stuffs are 40 volts. Some of the audio stuff's 40 volts because of the BMWs and some of those really weird ones that you run into. So yes, you can test it, or you can just take my word for it, which either one works. Either one. Dean, you had the Camaro, still waiting on that install. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, we got the DSP amplifier into it. That was fun, but that only happened because we made it plug and play.
You changed the radio.
I did change the radio several times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. We did change the radio several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that was cool.
What are we going to do in the Mustang?
Drive it until the wheels fall off, I guess. I don't know. I'm still waiting. I want a radio. The radio's got to.
I think you're going to get a new car before you put something in there.
No, I don't think so. Because I have no desire to get rid of it. I mean, it's a car.
I mean, I'm just saying you're going to get a new car before you get something in there.
It's just a car. Oh, there you go. Car audio on beach for Thanksgiving, the best show of the year. Yes, El Fuego will be. Hey, this year, so every year on Thanksgiving Day, we do a beach show. We take you out to the Dunedin Causeway. We pull in, we set up the mics and everything. We look back and we show you the beautiful, most of the time, the beautiful beach that we have here in Florida. Typically, it starts at 10 o'clock Eastern time. It will not be starting. It will be starting at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time this year. We have to go an hour earlier because we have someplace we have to go apparently. And it was like, you either going an hour earlier or you're not doing it. And I would hate to deny anybody the joy of it. So we will be getting up early. So for the California guys, I apologize. You might want to watch the rebroadcast or just get up early for an hour. It's Thanksgiving. What else you got to do? You're going to sleep anyways. But no, so we'll be doing the Thanksgiving show Thursday at 9 o'clock live from the beach. I don't know if Grammy will be there or not. That's a good question. I've got to give her a call. I'll find out. Okay. She likes to come. I don't know what she's doing this Thanksgiving. So, yeah, it ought to be interesting. Best place to post pics for Dean and Fernando to see them. Wanted to show you my install. If you post it on Instagram, just tag 5 Star Car Stereo.
Or
let
me know what's your Instagram and I can go and look at it. You know,
there's always that too.
Like, yeah.
Or
we like that.
Yeah.
I like to see.
If you got pretty wiring, you can post in the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club.
What do you say? If you have what?
Pretty wiring.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty wiring gets posted in the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club.
Yes.
Because that's so awesome, right?
Yes.
Those guys. I still thought that was funny when we were Sue approved 9 a.m. and she will be there this year. You're kidding, bro? No.
She will be sleeping.
She might be up just because we got to get ready to go. But no, she approved it. She's not going to be there. I still thought it was funny when I was wearing my incognito. Basically, got a hat and sunglasses on that said 5 Star and sunglasses. And so the guy I was talking to was like, "Man, I love the clean wiring stuff." And he didn't know who I was because I was apparently hiding.
That is. Dude,
and I go, "So are you a member of the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club?" He goes, "Yeah, I love that page." I go, "Dude, it's my page." He goes, "Wait, you're Dean?"
Yeah.
And I'm like. Yeah, and he goes, "Take your hat and glasses off." And I was like,
"Oh my God!"
Yeah, I'm like, "Whoa, no way!" Yeah, Jesus, that was funny. Haley was laughing her ass off. She thought it was funny as could be. It is fun. Yeah, you know, it's a good time. It's a good time. Fang chiming in says, "Great show as always. Excellent chat support also." Yeah, Melissa's been killing it in the comments.
So
tell her she's doing a great job, and she's just
the whole thing.
Have a great day. Off to the family and friends. Well, you have a wonderful weekend.
That's right.
I'm hiding my install pics. Don't want anyone to see them. I mean, you know, I mean, we do teach a class. We have taught many classes on how to take pictures and stuff like that. Dean, why were you hiding? I was, you know, it's the whole Clark Kent Superman thing. I was in my Clark Kent disguise. You know, so I had sunglasses, had a hat on. Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah. They were 2 tenths down, by the way, and they said absolutely nothing. You know, so oh yeah. Well, I mean, no one can take your place as snarky comments.
No,
I mean,
nobody.
You know, nobody's as snarky as you, my friend.
Correct. That's 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all suck.
Yeah.
Trash. Absolute trash. That's just what it is. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We got Appreciate 2 euros. Thank you. That is cool.
Yes.
That is cool.
Thank you so much, guys.
I think I have some euros from when I went to Austria.
You do?
I think, yeah, because I
don't have it.
Well, you didn't want any. Dude, when I went to Europe and did the money exchange, I was like, I gave the guy $20. Like, just give me some money. He goes, "That's barely enough to get a cup of coffee." I said, "I'm not getting the money because I want to buy something with it. I'm getting the money because when I get home, I can give people this money, and they'll be like, 'Oh, this is cool.' So I'm buying a gift here with your money for $20. So
yeah,
shut up."
Yeah.
He wore his sunglasses at night. Believe it or not, no, I'm way too picky with like glasses and stuff like that. I can't wear sunglasses. As soon as it gets like a little dim, they go away. Yeah. And then the next day I didn't even wear them because Haley. You're
not like Oscar? At night?
I can't.
Wearing sunglasses?
She's such a bonehead. Thank you guys so much for playing with us today, joining the crowd. I'd like to give a shout out, for one, to you, the fans that have been watching and making this show possible week after week, year after year. Thank you so much for being here and asking great questions. As always, if we missed your question, I'm sorry. But we'll be doing this again on Monday as well as next Saturday. And, of course, you can always find us on Instagram, where it's a great place to get a question answered because it's Instagram. And we just go there. I'd like to give a shout-out to our sponsors, the people that make it possible and pay the bills. Of course, Audio Control we just had up. Check out the new Altitude and Epic Series amplifiers. Arc Audio, as always. Remember, there's still time. Well, there's still time in some states to get your motorcycle all tricked out and ready to go with the Moto line of both the 720 amplifier as well as the speakers. It is snowing soon. Might want to pick some of this stuff up now and start working on it in the garage so when you roll around the next summer, you're all set and ready to go. FocalAmerica.com. You can find all the best Christmas gifts ever. Give the gift of sound.
Yeah.
Give the gift of sound. Moscone, Gladen, as well as ThinkWareStore.com. ThinkWareStore.com. Christmas is coming. It makes a great stocking stuffer. Pick yourself up a dash cam. For sure. And thank you guys so much. Hey, listen.
El Fuego, thank you so much for the fight, my friend.
Thank you. It is the weekend. Go forth, be merry, have a lot of fun. Be safe. Be back Monday. We'll take your questions as always, and we'll have more fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Don't take it so serious. Why so serious? All right. Bye.